now I'm going to find all the rational zeros algebraically without graphing, and I'm going to find exact answers. This is above what I might find at times by just finding the zeros using the graphing calculator, which only gives me approximate. And we'll hit on that as time goes on. So the first thing we want to realize is if I'm looking at a polynomial function, all of the possible zeros are simply the factors of the last term divided by all the possible factors of the first term. So in this case, my last term is a -2. So the possible factors are either plus or minus 2 or plus or minus 1. Remember that 1 is a factor of 2. And of the first term, they could be plus or minus 3 or also plus or minus 1. Now I got to figure out all those combinations. So I'm going to look at a positive 2 over a positive 3, positive 2 over a -3, positive 2 over positive 1, or positive 2 over -1. Continuing on, I can be a positive 1 over a positive 3, -1, or actually, positive 1 over positive 3. It can be positive 1 over a -3. It can be a positive 1 over a positive 1, or positive 1 over a -1. And I didn't do all the -2s and -1s over all of them. I think you can test yourself and find that this is all of them. So the possible zeros are 2/3, -2/3, 2, -2, 1/3, -1/3, 1, or -1. So those are it. Now, the 2/3 and thirds, I know you probably figured out, but once again, they're going to get ugly. Or they could get ugly. And now I'll let you at least go to your graph. So we can quickly graph that function and then kind of pick off. So it looks to me like there is -2 is definitely one of the zeros. Positive 1 is 0. And to me, that looks like -1/3. So let's go back here. So it looks like -1/3. What was it again? Positive 1 and -2. Positive 1 and -2. So let's verify it. Remember my function. Well, let's just copy this. Copy. And paste. All right. So then my answers, I want to try it. All right, I'm going to use the remainder or the factor theorem. And I'm going to say f of a -2. I put in -2 for all of those. I'm going to do f of 1, the function with a value of 1, and f of -1/3, and I'll leave that to you guys, but they all end up being 0. All right, so this means that x equals -2, right? Which means x minus 2 equals 0. So I got a factor of x minus 2. Now that one means x equals 1. So x minus 1 equals 0. So there's another factor. And now this one, a little tricky. We know that x equals -1/3. So let's multiply by 3. 3x equals -1. Add 1 to both sides. 3x plus 1 equals 0. So now I can use all 3 of those factors and know that f of x equals x minus 2, x minus 1, and 3x plus 1. Done.